Germans. My name is Joan, and I'm going to talk about the Green Steps CSR projects. And before that, I would like to say thank you to Germany, who bring again for us together in the same place policymakers, big players, corporations, and also idea makers, startups. We think that this transversal communication is fundamental for the crisis that we have, the climate crisis. So from Green Steps side, we'd like to say that we believe in order to change our behavior for the environment, we need to change the way we learn. And from that approach, we focus ourselves on doing outdoor environmental education. We are a team which is based in Europe, where we are a non-profit organization, and in Shanghai, where we are a social enterprise. And we bring basically children, and most of the time their parents, outdoor to provide them with activities, because by nurturing understanding and stewardship towards the planet, we have a chance to change the future of the society. And we think this is very important. We see a problem nowadays everywhere on a global basis, not being specific about China. Education is not equally accessible for everyone, and it's mostly indoor-based. It's also promoting digital addiction and is competition-based. So we foresee that stewardship, resiliency, compassion, these values are fundamental if we want to have a future for the next generations. And we see in outdoor education probably the best way to tackle this situation. So what you can do, if you're a big corporation, you can decide who is the beneficiary of our services. We have basically three options, whether it is low-income families or children with some learning disabilities, or just a community of your choice, let's say a factory next to a kindergarten next to your production factory, and we will go there and provide education to the children there. We have different programs from 3 to 12 months, and also different CSR budgets. So if you'd like to get in touch with us, you simply can scan this QR code and you can directly download to your device our contact details. You can also get a brief of the project I just mentioned and get in touch with us. We'll be pleased to organize our activities.
So that actually leads us to education, Joan. So what do you think is the role of education, or how is it going to change the mindset of younger generation toward what they buy, how they think the world, and how they consume?
Okay, so yeah, education is for us a keystone, especially during the early childhood, from 0 to 6. That's where we really carve our personality and the way we interact with the rest of the world. We might learn a lot about the environment and sustainability in the books, but if you don't learn what is a tree and a forest by experience it, you don't have any genuine wish to protect it, and then it becomes useless. So the problem is that big key players, they are often growing in urban environment. In the rural environment, everybody is deeply connected to the moon calendar and so on, so they know how to be sustainable already. The problem is that the decision makers, they are growing in societies that are completely disconnected from nature, and until we don't change that through the education system, we are going nowhere. We are just slowing down, but we are still crashing against the wall. So once sustainability is at the core of every business, then what, right? I think then probably rise the question where the core product of the business is sustainable or not, and it's not anymore about giving back, but driving a new direction for the company, and that's transformation we all know it's a painful process, but it also leads to a greater good. So I think that at some point we will have like a global transformation. There should be more communication, and for that there is need of more platforms that allow this feedback, this ranking, this capacity to know what the customer thinks and needs, and that puts the power back into the hands of those that have an opinion. I believe they are a powerful force driving us to do things better. Definitely they influence sustainability a lot in big corporations, and through startups sometimes they get listened to needs that are a bit ignored on other sides.
Let's speak out against greenwashing and support big corporates that are doing their share to making a meaningful change. So, thank you everyone. Thank you to the 8 startups.